Hello everyone, what is up? Kuru here, how you doing? I hope you guys have been enjoying the event so far. I will present to you Need for Speed Payback, all main missions. And I would like to start the timer in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Alright, so this is the newest entrance in the Need for Speed series. Need for Speed Payback. If you haven't played it before, I don't really judge you for that. I would understand after the track record that they had in the most recent years. The best I can compare this game to anything is probably the Fast and Furious and GTA 5. That is kind of the matchup the mix-up that you're getting here. So getting bigger missions where you have to do stuff. Basically, they call it heists. And our first heist is pretty much getting a car back. So this is our first car, the Mustang GT. It was enhanced and enforced, so we're gonna be fast enough and tough enough to deal with all the bad boys that are gonna come up. There's one issue that I have with this. It is one of the beginner's missions, and this car is basically locked to 200 kilometers per hour or 120 miles per hour, and it is quite slow. That car is easily capable of doing faster, but it just has the limiter on. And to add some salt to the injury, brake to drift in this game as well. Another mechanic that not many people are fond of, myself included. So this is our first target, and we need to get the car, and it is transported in that truck here. These are two of our main protagonists, Chas and Tyler. And yeah, we're gonna work together to get our car back here.
Get me close to that truck before it hits the tunnel.
So you could compare it to, like in GTA 5, we have multiple protagonists that are all working on certain missions.
We gotta take out those cars.
With pleasure.
So in order for us to get close to the truck, we gotta take out... That's our third guy, that's Mac. He's helping us from the sidelines. Physics are, let's say, very imaginative. There's a lot of stuff going on that helps us to get what we want in the most spectacular way possible. You might notice I hit the truck here, but in the cutscene I hit the truck in the tunnel, because we are way faster than the game expects us to. And he's a little nervous.
What's going on? I've got brake checked hard. We'll get him.
So here the game basically wants you to go, through the dust, through the crashes, through everything. Speedrunners, they don't really care that much for all that cinematic stuff. Just chill out in the oncoming traffic.
Are you guys seeing this?
Seeing and feeling.
Back up! They got back up!
I see them.
And obviously, the truck is loaded with explosive barrels. No respect for public transport.
These guys are tougher.
Oh yeah, they do have a lot more health than the muscle cars we took out earlier. This can get quite tricky sometimes because they are extremely stable. One thing you can do, you can basically bump in between them, so you kind of want to have one on the left, one on the right. And then you just basically bump in between them.
Then let's get this done fast.
And sometimes, physics just do whatever they want. It's gonna be extremely obvious once the truck starts hitting traffic cars. Ease them. Alright. I lost one of them somewhere on the way. One way to take them out is to just outrun them. And I think one of them got stuck even before the last one there.
No way you can make it on the back. What's the plan, Jess?
If you pay attention to the truck itself, you might see it's empty, right? Keep that in mind.
Jess, I've got a really bad idea.
Mac?
Ladder on the side. You can get up on his right.
This is where it's really obvious that my car is just stuck to 200 and I can't go any faster.
Keep it steady!
Here's where the Fast and Furious comes in.
You got this?
Jess?
Doors closed, exploding, and now we got the car in there all of a sudden. Koenigsegg Regera. It's actually one of, I think it just released when the game came out. So it basically had, might have been its game debut in Need for Speed Payback.
Hell of a lot of cops on your tail.
The problem with this car, it's extremely fast, but it is not tuned whatsoever. So it's a little tricky to handle. Because you do play around with the handling settings in the cars that you're gonna use later on. And it's optimized for handling. This one is optimized for basically nothing.
Browse the light for a second?
Oh, yeah.
Like that. Except it never stops.
So the run itself is a New Game Plus category. After the first main mission, where we only get cars supplied, we can use our own cars. So basically we have 3 cars, actually 4 cars, fully prepared for the other 3 main missions of the game, which are basically just designed to do those missions as fast as humanly possible. And that's the first one.
Time I took a peek under the hood. Figure out what's so special about this thing before we ship it back to here.
That was the highway heist. Mission number 1. Alright. Got a special Twitch delivery here. Got that one from one of my mods, Rob Bendel. Shout out to you, man.
Just has identified 2 of the collector's cars likely to have kill switch.
So the collector is kind of one of the bad guys that we want to take down, and he has 2 cars presented to the public, and we're gonna steal them. At least that's our plan.
The fireworks for Fortune Valley Day will start any minute. We have to get there while it's still going. It'll be all the distraction today.
Remind me, why is Tyler the one driving the
Great.
Mac?
That happens sometimes. Even though you didn't really crash out, the game still decides to reset you.
I know, it's just
It was a little bit, let's say it's a little unoptimized. You can either have auto reset on or auto reset off. The problem with auto reset off, if you land somewhere where you can't get out of, you're basically soft locking the game. So even though it might be bad in some situations, it might be necessary in order not to soft lock the run.
There's an app for that.
So for example, this M5 here is fully upgraded, and you might know the delivery from another Need for Speed. And I do apologize for being extremely inaccurate to the original M3 GTR. But it's the thought that counts. Crashing the party, stealing our first gold car.
I'm breaking you out, girl. The magic works, Rav. I'm getting
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think they would actually leave the keys in there.
car, and she is wild. Rav, you better be ready.
Ready and waiting. In a hurry, that thing's gonna attract a lot of attention.
The sheer wet that I have with this car, it drives like a tank. It's extremely heavy. It barely moves around any corners.
Take the Regera any day. I'm gonna scrape up the gold and play the Mac attack with it.
Not in my garage, you're not. I run a classic joint.
Mac, I'm with Jess. We're headed to the Rift VIP terminal now.
Guys, there's something fishy going on.
What kind of fishy?
There's something just started beeping under my car, kind of fishy.
Beeping a red flag on the car. What could it be?
See if I can shake it off. No luck, still there.
Don't be reckless, Mac. Just get to me, I'll take it off.
I got time. One more try. Damn it, no go.
There's a little bit of air steering possible. At the very beginning of your jump, you can change the direction of your car just a tiny little bit, which is good if you know what the track looks like.
Morgan's crew has taken the bait.
Good. End it.
We're taking the bait. Might have something to do with the red blinking ticking light on the car.
Ty and I are at the second car.
Another $1 million car, just sitting around with the keys inside. How convenient. And this time we have to deal with the cops. You might remember the cops from Need for Speed 2015 to be absolutely atrocious. They are actually good in this game.
Rav's checking out the tracker now.
They probably slow you down, they actually engage with you, and to be honest, on the first time playing the game, you're actually gonna be struggling against them.
Get over here. I'll deal with it.
After playing it again, you will notice they have certain movement patterns that you can play around.
Hope this thing can take a few bumps.
But there's also a good amount of randomness in there, because they do rubber band, which is when they accelerate extremely strongly out of nothing. Fantastic. I need to get up the checkpoint. You might notice there is a timer on the left upper side, and I am not sure
Insane off-roading in a
I can make it.
I know some
Let's
guys
find
will
out.
be devastated to hear that.
Dodge the big rhinos. One of the harder things to do.
80%?
Just because of the sheer size of their cars, they become very difficult to evade.
Don't worry, bro. There won't be a problem soon. Oh, you'll see.
Okay, let's get this car to safety. Boom.
The Mac Attack 2. Mac strikes back.
Holy hell!
So how are we gonna get in there? Oh, right. Not an 8-wheeler, but still pretty heavy.
Tyler and I will handle the bomb.
That's where the real fun starts.
Barricade this up, Jess. Where are you?
Running interference. Rav, you sure you
This is quite tricky because the camera angle doesn't really help you controlling that giant truck.
Damn, that's rough.
Mac, we're trying to disarm a bomb back here. Maybe it's the yellow one. Yeah, Mac, try and keep us steady, will you?
So we basically have both cars loaded up into the truck,
I think the hell of a
bombs.
time to finally come back out for a jog.
They try to defuse them while we are escaping the cops. You can really feel that they planned to have like a movie feeling going on in the career. It's ridiculous stunts. Plenty of invincible cars in this game. As long as they're on your team.
You guys okay?
We're disarming 2 bombs on the back of the jumping truck. What do you think? Why did I come on this show? Why? Come with us, Rav. It'll be fun.
Damn, that's gotta sting. Guys, if we can't disable those bombs, we need to ditch the cars.
And we're back into the truck. That worked pretty well so far. The thing is, the cops, they do have a kill switch, which can cut off your engine.
I owe you one, Mac.
And the only way to fight back is to hit them. You see the ones with the bolt
You get the hell out of town.
in their shield?
Can't take the bomb. Ditch
Those are the ones with the kill switch,
Got this, Jess.
which is pretty much all of them at this end stage. Oh yeah, back to cool physics.
Be advised.
So, good news, bad news.
How bad's the bad news?
I can't disable the bombs.
Guys, ditch the cars.
But I can remove them.
How confident are you? You know what?
You heard that, right? That was one of the kill switches about to go off. And that's mission number 2. We got the bombs, gonna blow up the bridge.
Tailwind.
Good thing we're not criminals, right? They always boast during the gameplay that they are not criminals, right? I don't know about that. Number 2, that was the double or nothing. Oops. There we go. Mission number 3. Since you can't teleport anywhere on the map, you gotta go to points of interest. This one, for example, is a dealership. So we spawn to the closest dealership and then drive up to mission number 3. Called Skyhammer. So this time we're gonna play with all 3 of them. So we gotta pick all 3 cars. So basically we all got called into this location here. But there's no one here.
Hi?
What are you guys doing here?
I was checking up on Jimmy, an old client of mine.
And La Katrina wanted a rematch.
This girl from League 73 called me.
Set up.
All the bosses that we've beat so far basically called us in here.
They were waiting for us. The whole
You see those 2 going to the right there in the beginning? First time I played it, I was obviously you're focused on your teammates, right? So I was just following them, and there's just a dead end where I get busted. That was a quite interesting first experience of this event.
Control of my car.
You good?
Yeah, that's under an overpass. Looks like that stopped it. Careful, guys. What's that spotlight?
Thundertors don't really stand a chance.
Damn it!
Jess?
Sorry, I'm okay.
Yeah, about the mechanics in this game. For easy corners, you're just gonna hit the brake.
Alright.
And if you have a more difficult, more slow corner, you wanna hit the handbrake first and then continue to the regular brake. It's gonna give you more braking power, more angle, and you can get these corners done.
Construction yard. I'll catch you there. Hurry up, Ty. That chopper's gonna shut you down.
Come on.
At the construction yard. I got you.
That spotlight that we just had in our car would have shut down our engine if you're too slow.
Down. Mac,
Hey, ugly! Over here!
back online. Getting out of here. I owe you one, Mac.
Executive decision. We need to get out of the city. The cops aren't playing games anymore.
You're right. We gotta bolt.
I'm headed down the spillway.
Fantastic.
Chopper won't be crazy enough to follow me, will he?
Air 7, why aren't you following that car?
No can do. Spillway's too narrow for my blades.
Shame. I'll have to call up the police chief, see if he can get someone actually qualified.
No, I can handle it, man.
You gotta be careful here. If you're too fast, you actually jump over the checkpoint, and it does not have plentiful height there to actually do it. You would just jump over the checkpoint, miss it, and fail the mission.
Overpass at the end of the drain. Meet me
Something
there.
you only find out when you're speedrunning it.
Can't take this much longer. Gotta get to Jess. Coming in hot. Jess, get ready. I'm
It
clear.
doesn't look too fresh anymore.
Watch and learn, boys.
Any pilots in the chat? What do you think? Could you fly? Good job by burning at the back.
Should give you some breathing
I think that would might cut off your maneuverability a little bit.
And stay safe.
We're way past safe. It's like the entire goddamn force is out for blood tonight. You think we're criminals or something?
Yes, we...
I mean, real criminals.
Yeah, there it is. There's a little trick here. And spectacularly failed it. You want to go on the inside here to evade that cop coming out of it. It's going to give you a faster corner and no slowdown.
At least the chopper can't follow you there.
Even the gambler wouldn't bet on that.
Air 7, you're out of excuses. We'll stay on that car. The house will be watching. You don't follow that car,
Yeah, the house is basically the mafia in this game. Those are the ones that are chasing you down right now. They also got all the cops on their payroll, so you basically fight against the entire city.
Down, come on! On the Beltway, where are you guys?
Heading south.
Same here.
New game plan. Let's meet on the 620. It's under construction, ton of equipment. Let's wreak havoc and block our escape point.
Let's do it. Get ready, guys. Feels like I got half of the Silver Rock police force on me.
I bring on the other.
Back?
I personally quite enjoyed the campaign in this game. Not really too much long playability for the game, but the career itself was always very enjoyable to me.
Shooting out as a crew.
If we go down, we go down together.
No way. We're getting out of here.
Kill switching suspect vehicle.
Jess, updated plan, please.
Tunnel's coming up. It'll break line of sight with a chopper. Then we make a break for the desert.
Time to get out of here.
Towards your head.
It's not going anywhere.
Alright, you wanna play rough?
Good thing we're no real criminals.
Let's get out of here.
Skyhammer. Number 3. One more to go. The final big mission. Basically, you always have like single races in between. Gotta do some sub-missions, sub-chapters before you get access to the main ones.
Mind if I butt in while you make your way over there?
Go ahead.
All right, we've got an anonymous donation of $25. Thank you very much. As well as a donation of $50 from Nauman saying, "Hello, poggers." Thank you very much, everyone.
Thanks, Nolan. And of course, the anonymous Don as well. Oh yeah, perfect. One straight too far. Alright, the Outlaws rush. Just gotta make sure to take the right car here. So this is it, the big race at the very end.
Looks like you made it to...
We did make it. We did make it. There we go.
Jess, Mac, this is it.
You got this, Ty. Good luck.
It's like I told Navarro. Luck ain't got nothing to do with it.
We don't know luck.
This is it, Rick.
The leggiest part of the entire game.
Drones up in the air. I'll let you know if Lena tries to pull anything.
These guys are the top racers in the country. Just remember, all you need to qualify for the next round is to place in the top half.
Thanks, Jess. But there's only one way I ever do this. I race to win.
Exactly. From a speedrunning standpoint, fourth is not enough either.
I hope you didn't think I was gonna play fair, Morgan.
Tyler, heads up. House enforcers headed your way.
Nothing I can't handle.
So yeah, the house that we've been fighting so far in the career
Holtzman, Vasilem, Nova.
is now cutting us off.
You gotta be kidding.
Oh, look! Nobody's still
Thing is, our car is a little overpowered.
Mr. Morgan, are you ready to be taken out?
They can't keep up with 400 plus for a very long time.
Here to deliver.
Oh, this does not look good. We've got trouble.
I think I need to reach 420 at least once for the chat. I know you want it.
Races. On that side is off to an amazing
There it is.
strong start. Placing first early on. But the house didn't come here to play fair. Stay tuned.
Yeah, and we already outran the 3 house jumps. The final mission is consistent of 3 parts. The first part, gotta get top 4, gotta win the second part, and then get into the final race. This is kind of where I feel they should have done something. Because it really ends up being just a 20-kilometer race with no interaction whatsoever. Oh,
The Outlaws Rush goes all the way back to the bootleggers of the roaring 20s. That's why the Outlaw and Outlaws Rush is
long-running racing series. You know, as good as the Regera is in the first part of this race, here it struggles a little bit with the handling part. It's great with just top speed acceleration, but here I gotta pay special attention how to get around the corners efficiently, manage my boost. Of course, take shortcuts where it does make sense.
Beating the blacklist, stump the Speed King, ran the run. Welcome to the Outlaws Rush.
There we go. Shoutouts to 3 Need for Speed games at once. Gotta say, out of the 3 games from those games, this is my favorite one. They made Rivals 2015 and Payback.
Because if I lose my casino,
I'm quite excited what they're gonna bring out this year. I don't have any news yet, so the anticipation is still there, right? As long as we don't know anything yet from the game. It might be another Most Wanted, who knows, right? A new Underground. Chat, what do you think? Would you like to have like Underground 3? I'm pretty sure there would be a few fans for that, right? I personally would advocate for an actual sequel to Most Wanted from 2005. I simply do not count the one from 2012. It only happened on paper for me, but not in reality.
The street race to the observatory is only the first of 3 legs in the Outlaws Rush. And if you think this one is tough, racer, wait until you see the off-road section coming up.
Almost at the observatory.
Luckily that checkpoint does trigger, but I still jumped so far that I had no chance getting into the corner without crashing. Some of the track design definitely did not have fast cars in mind. I wasn't sure this is gonna work. It would have worked if I didn't hit the push there. This car is so quick, you barely get to even exhaust all of your boost.
What are you waiting for? Finish him. Call another cruise then. What do you mean they're all taken out?
She's mad. But we're not done yet. We got 2 more parts of this mission.
Switch to their off-road setup. Things are about to get dirty.
This is one of my favorite cars in this game. Not only does it grip and accelerate like crazy, it's also one of my personal favorite cars. The old 911 RSR. Also a very hardware intense part of the game.
You're in the top 3 already, Tyler. Keep it up.
Makes a huge difference to have a grippy car in off-road. The thing about off-road races, although this car is easily capable of doing 350 on a road, off-road, all cars are locked down to 220 without boost. And if you're boosting, I think it goes up to like 240 or something. Yeah. I do assume they did that simply out of convenience, not to worry about what would high speed look like on off-road. by just hard locking every single car to 220.
Uh-oh, Ty, you've got cops incoming.
Lots.
Lots of cops.
Wouldn't be a house-sponsored race without a fix.
Adam 35 was before 10.
This is where it gets fun. Oh yeah, there's also the off-road, where you get even slower.
Jeff Tyler Morgan.
Control, repeat. I need to confirm on that order.
Affirmative, Adam 35. All patrol cars in pursuit, be advised. We have instructions to pursue.
So you do want to stick to the path for as long as you can, to keep your speed high.
They got kill switches.
Don't worry. Those count measures should protect you.
Good.
Adam 13, kill switch device is ineffective against the subject vehicle.
Thank you, bro.
Please clarify, is your kill switch device out of commission?
He won't let me turn around.
They just tried to kill switch me. It didn't work.
Yes. The
All right.
countermeasure worked.
Of course it did. No circuit won't
I'll have
last,
more
so
fun
better get
with a
rid of
longer
those
run.
cops fast. Should last you this leg at least.
Got him. That was not the kill switch, that was just a ram attack. Might as well be dead at this point, but luckily we are invincible. As long as you don't actually get, you know, locked in position, they can't bust you.
Matt, these cops are being a real pain in the ass right now.
Just hold on until the airfield. We've got a little surprise in store for them.
So as this is the final mission, everyone we've beaten so far is against us, or for us. Which is going to conclude right here.
I'm here with Fortune Valley's entire police force on my ass.
Got him, guys. Go get him.
Link 73 to the rescue.
Free Ember Militia checking in.
I would love to see the suspensions on those cars.
We'll keep hitting those cops until it chases down the trios.
Bye-bye.
We got your back, bro.
One last lap.
Here's a little trick. You want to take the ram, well, next time, because you will basically jump over the off-road part and keep your high speed just a little bit longer.
This is Riot Club. We've got the cops chasing their own tails downtown. Go win that race, big brother. Fighting.
Noise bomb coming in hot. We're tearing it up in Silver Canyon. Silver six in the barrio. We got the cops pinned down here and shaking in their boots. Take it home, Lil Ty.
Armor 22 control, we got multiple
Yeah, the cops are super busy right now because all of my allies are wreaking havoc in the city. Not really sure what they're doing. There seems to be cop assistance to be required. Which means for the rest of the event, all we gotta do is race and win.
Top priority is to restrain all rogue drivers. Let's get Fortune Valley under control.
Nice to see we got plenty of friends in the valley.
Routing the events was kind of fun because, as I mentioned, the off-road is paved, kind of. You're moving fast on that one, but you can still cut in a lot of places. So you want to find the balance of how much can I cut without losing too much speed. And there's some corners that can't be done even in the grippiest cars. I would really like to see what off-road would look like at more than 220. It's one of the game design choices that I absolutely do not agree with. The moment we're back to the road, we go fast again. I do understand it might, you know, from a realistic span. Okay, I'm just gonna reset my car here. It's faster. From a realistic standpoint, it makes sense that you're slow on the off-road parts, but got a little bit of a beef with all the cars being stuck to 220.
Tyler is in the top 3 as we near the finish line in the off-road leg. We can still pull this off.
Tiny shortcut here, for example. As long as you hit the checkpoints, you're basically free to pick your path.
Second leg of the Outlaws
Like, there's a shortcut under the radio tower, but there's just no good way of getting it without losing more speed in the game.
You're doing good, side. We'll cheer for you, buddy.
Thanks for the assist.
There we go. One more. Here's another callback to Most Wanted.
They got pulled away? How many? Everyone?
Everyone!
You know what? It doesn't matter. I'll take him down myself.
This is our final boss, Lena Navarro. Basically the right-hand man of the Collector, doing all the dirty work. And we're putting everything on the line.
Last minute replacement. How is this even allowed? Replacing last year's champion in the final leg of the Outlaws Rush. Lena Navarro.
I personally like the McLaren P1 more from a design standpoint. Performance-wise, has nothing on the Regera in this game though.
The sound of you and me, Navarro.
You've seen the kind of tech we have in our cars. You've got no chance.
Cheat all you want. I'll still win.
Tyler, down to you and Navarro with everything on the line. Tell me you got this.
I got this.
End of the line, Morgan. With this tech,
For example, right there. That wasn't really a crash. But the game thinks, yeah, you might be stuck there, so we're gonna reset you.
Not if I can do anything about it.
Please, even your friend the gambler knows what's coming. He just chose to stand on the wrong side of history.
So much for that fancy tech of yours, Navarro. You're losing.
Not for long.
This car was always on the overpowered side. But it's like a class cannon, because you do sacrifice plenty of handling for this car. But a lot of the races are fairly linear,
You know, I still remember you back in the
so you can abuse
racing with Jess and the boys. You had real
the stats of
skill.
this car.
Now you can't win a race without fixing it.
The game was always rigged against people like you and me, Morgan. I wasn't gonna let myself be some flashy thing they can own. I chose to join the winners.
And I choose to fight.
This is why I had to sell out your crew, Tyler. You were my ticket out of the barrio.
And you're finally gonna pay for it.
Getting into this race was impressive, but you never stood a chance. You're just the last in a long series of...
I love how
speedruns on
she's
my
shit
way to
talking
the
as
top.
well, being
We'll see
kilometers
about
behind.
that with the finish line.
Lena, you told me you'd handle this. Yet here we are.
I am handling this.
No, I'll take care of this myself.
What do you mean?
Congratulations, Morgan. You're on your way to meet my racer.
Looks like it.
Morgan, I could use some of your talent in the house. You'll be the top racer in town. And rich beyond your wildest...
So he's trying to get us on the other side right now, at the very end. He's about to lose.
Small. You have to lose the race.
You can't replace me. I gave you this city.
And you're gonna lose me the whole thing because you're a damn vendetta.
Thanks for the offer. Pass.
Come on, Morgan. What do you want? Fame? Fortune? Lena's head on a platter. Name it. It's yours.
I want you to give me everything you've got. So when you lose, I'll know it's because I was better.
This is not over. Come on, Tyler. Cards are coming down.
The fun thing is, you can actually lose on purpose, and you're gonna trigger a special cutscene where they basically like debate it, and lose everything and gain nothing. Time! That was actually pretty decent. Quite happy about this one. Alright, guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the entertainment. This was Need for Speed Payback. Came out about 2 years ago. We're gonna see a new Need for Speed, probably in November this year again. I'm curious what they got prepared for us. I'm excited. And as they are getting better as a development studio, I do have some faith it's gonna be better this year. Either way, we're gonna play it. Guys, thanks so much for watching. ESA, thank you for having me. I wish you all a nice and a nice day. And big shout outs to my community and viewers at home. Appreciate you guys very much allowing me to get here to entertain people, help out a good cause. Feels absolutely amazing every single time I'm here. So it's my second time now. Super happy about that. And yeah, thank you for watching.
I will not make that mistake again.
Yeah, Ben. Is he? Oh, yeah, no, but he's gonna set up We've got a donation from the one behind you with $10 to say hello there. And I'd like to thank and kind of apologize to all the donations for Kuru that could not be read out during the run. It was a bit too hectic to cut in, but thank you very much for those other donations, and your message will still show up on screen. And speaking of things that will show up on screen, if you've got Twitch Prime, you can support ESA and future events by giving us your Twitch Prime sub. So thank you very much for the donations and Twitch Prime sub. We've also got a donation from Danaru-chan, donating $5 to say, watching you live from TwitchCon right now, having a great time. Thank you guys. Well, thank you, Danaru-chan.
Yes.